and today our group will present case study about location decision. There was problem of stadium seating capacity in Southwestern University football team. Dr. Joel Wisner, the president, realized that the steady growth in attendance at Saturday home games would make the existing stadium not enough for all fans. Moreover, there were complaints by team booster that they need for premium class seating and luxury amenities. From that reasons, Vice President of Development, Leslie Gardner, offered 3 options for him to choose. The first one was expand the existing stadium, the second one was build a brand new stadium, and the last one was sign a contract with another football team. Let's start with option 1, expand the existing stadium from 55,000 to 75,000 seats. He also add luxury skyboxes and upgrade seats to be more comfortable. The expenses for this option was about $12 million plus fixed cost about $1 million per year and variable cost about $1 per attendee. The problem for this option was if they couldn't complete expanding in 9 months of period between seasons, it might cause contact variation with Football Association. The next option is build a brand new stadium on land donated by a team booster. This option needs huge fundraising, about $40 million, and the debt will be last for 20 years. They also fixed cost about $5 million per year and variable cost about $2 per attendee. And the third option was sign a 10-year contract with the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, which located 28 miles away. It's so convenient for most fans in Dallas, but not for students. Because 15,000 students have to ride the bus from Stephenville to Dallas, and the expense for free buses around $10 per person. And also have to pay rent fee for $200,000 per game or $1 million per season. Before making decision, Wisner asked Gardner to survey 3 groups who relevant to the team: students, booster club members, and college faculty and staff. Gardner randomly asked 50 people in each group to grade each location on 5 factors: convenience, guaranteed availability for next season, comfort, cost, and national image, by using letter grades. And this was the results. Gardner decided to give equal weight to each location, but the administration did not equally weight the 5 factors. Cost and guaranteed availability for next season were rated twice as important as convenience, and convenience was rated twice as important as comfort and national image.
Okay, let's go on the question session. Are the factors that Gardner select for the evaluation reasonable and complete or not? What is the author might be included? For our group opinion, we think that the factor that Gardner select is reasonable, but for the survey poll that they survey with the student, team booster, and the staff should not include the cost and guaranteed availability for next season, because the one which can provide the exact information is the project holder who know much well than the staff, the student, or the team booster. And for further factor that we suggest is the attendance of the relevant state, that they will join the game or not if they change the location to that far away from the university. And another thing is the necessary facility of each location that provide in each option. Okay, next question is prepare the crossover chart based on the information that the case provide. This one is the constraint and condition that provided by the case. We separate it into three parts. It is initial cost, annual fixed cost, and annual variable cost, which is option 1 have the initial cost for 12 million. Option 2 have 40 million with 20-year debt for your university, while the annual fixed cost is 1 million for option 1, 5 million for option 2, and 1 million and 7,500,000 for option 3. While the annual variable cost for option 1 is 1 per attendee, and for the option 2 is $2 per attendee, while the option 3 is none. The formula for the annual cost is shown below. We will given X is amount of the attendee per game. For the analysis, we chose 20 years investment analysis because the option 2 is have 20-year debt for the university, and we want to compare each option in the same condition. So we choose to analyze the investment for 20 years in each option. And then we provide the fixed cost that include the initial cost for 20 years and variable cost for 20 years as well. So the cost formula is shown below. And for the table below, we input the attendee per game to make the crossover chart and set the maximum of the attendee is 25,000, which is the maximum seat in the option 1. By assuming that the after end of 10-year contract in rental in option 3, the university will continue the contract with the same cost. So we will get the crossover chart at showing, and we will see that option 2 have the much higher cost than the other two options, while the option 3 tend to have the lower cost than option 1 when the attendee is much. And another method that we choose to analyze this case is survey data analysis based on the information that case provide. The weight is shown in the right hand side and the grade score is shown in the right hand side as well. And the below is show the score of the option 1, 2, and 3. You will see that the option 3 get a bit higher score than the option 1, while the option 2 have much lower score than another 2. For conclusion of the analysis with two methods, we will see that option 3 tend to be the best result from cost analysis and survey data, but the option 1 is also the good choice as well because the result is not much lower than the option 3, and we will conclude in the next session.
Okay, next we're going to talk about the list of reasons for not selecting each of these three options. For the first one, the option to expand. Even though the cost and the crossover score is quite good, but this choice have a risk because this choice is risky in terms of time constraint because the university have to complete the expansion within only 9 months. And for the option 2 to have a new stadium, the university have to bear a very high debt in a very long term and have to pay a very high cost to build a new stadium. And for the option 3, the last option to rent the stadium, this option is the best choice for the university. However, the university have to pay a very high cost and long term for it, not very high, but a little bit high cost than option 1. And the student may not unhappy because the new stadium is quite far away from the city.
The next question is discuss the process followed by Gartner. Gartner used a survey method to get information from the student, booster, and staff, which is a good idea to collect the data to know which option people like. But we think the Gartner is not the good way enough. First, Gartner used some factors which are unclear and irrational, such as guarantee availability and cost. These two factors cannot represent the real information from the student and booster because they might not focus on these factors. The cost and availability are the factors that only staff would know about them. So Gartner should eliminate these two factors and add some factors that are more reasonable. And second, Gartner should weight each factor with a different rate because there are no way that each factor have the same level of the importance. Different weighting method might improve accuracy in the result of the solution. And thanks for your attention. ขอบคุณค่ะ
We have the same result. What? Which group that using the option one? The answer? No. So actually, it's okay based on your analysis. I'm okay with that. I'm very happy that you try to analyze for each of the option. But the problem is when you try to doing the cost overshot, right? If you look at the question, it's might forget one thing. Go to the very first. Very first. Yes, another one. Yes, first one. Yeah. You consider the expense using $10 multiplied with 15,000 per game, which you we think did you multiply 5? Oh, okay, you multiply 5. So you get this one, the first one. This may be some criteria. Normally, if you use the number of attendees